And I believe that I was the generational curse breaker. I believe that the molestation that took place in my family was happening way before we came. And I just believe that I was the one who wasn't afraid. And because I had left home early, I wasn't scared to lose nobody. I didn't have nobody. So for me to tell my story, it didn't matter whether they believed me or not. I knew the story. And another thing that I did was I protected those who played a part in it. So though I told my story, I never mentioned names. And I did that because I don't want to be spiteful. I don't want to hurt people. But I think it's important that we do tell our story because so many people are broken. And then I felt like if I kept my mouth closed, it would be robbery to God because it's nothing but the grace of God that I didn't commit suicide. You know, I felt less than who I was as a woman. I felt worthy of nothing. I felt like I was literally marked as just a piece of meat to men. And I never recovered. I don't know what it feels like to even love a man because of what happened to me. So you imagine being young and having intercourse. They wasn't just, touching on me. We were having intercourse and for years. And it was as if I was hunted down like prey. They introduced me to porno. They bought me for $20. It was life-changing. And in the midst of all of this, we were going to church, and not one time did a prophet say, hey, this is going on in your house. And so it was so hard for me to see that there was a God that would allow this thing to happen, and nobody said a word. And then when I began to tell my story, years later, people want to come out and say, hey, well, they told me y'all was having orgies. And my thing was, if you knew something and never said, I believe they're just as responsible for the actions that took place than the one who just did it too, And so